Right, welcome to the kickback. We have just seen Manchester United demolish Everton by 4-0 at Old Trafford. Although for the first 45 minutes, or first 33 minutes, we should say, Eoin Doyle, it seemed as if it wasn't going to be such a comfortable afternoon for Manchester United. Everton did pose them problems in that opening half hour before that own goal from Jared Branthwaite.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously Man United started really well in the first 2-3 minutes. A few half chances. Dalot was good down the left side. But once Everton kind of got composed, got themselves together, they dealt with that very, very well. And then the next 25-30 minutes, it was all Everton really. Beto had a great opportunity, gets around Pickford from a ball straight through the middle of the pitch. Literally went Branthwaite into McNeil into Beto, gets the other side of the lit and gets around Pickford. It just takes it too wide and can't get the shot back in. It goes just goes wide of the post. Then after that, I think it was they had another opportunity. Beto goes in and he should have played the corner in down the right side, just slip him in. He's got a great chance. McNeil again, everyone was coming down that right channel. McNeil again gets in. Casemiro was showing him everything on the outside, but he came inside right into the danger, and it got cut out for them. So just making the wrong decisions in the final third when they had their opportunities. And then obviously Ashley Young gets galloping forward for Everton, as you'd like to see from your full back, and he just isn't, his end product again isn't there, and he puts a tame cross in, gets cleared well. The ball ends up at Rashford out on that left wing where Ashley Young should be, carries the ball so well. And to be fair to Tarkowski, he does well, he jockeys him, goes out for a corner. From that corner, Everton concede. It's a well worked set piece. You could see it came from the training ground, fizzed out from the corner straight out to the edge of the box. Rashford's free on his own, and he does really well. He doesn't blast it. Most attackers, when they get into that situation, get giddy, see their name and lights them on, just smash that with their laces as hard as they can. He just guides it backside, puts it towards goal, and Branthwaite sticks a foot out, and unfortunately loose over Pickford for them to concede and go 1-0 down. Fairly disappointed in that sense for Sean Dyche conceding a set piece. You know, I'm sure he would have said, stay in the game, we'll get something from a set piece. And that's not how it started for them. Really unfortunate.
Heads dipped a little bit from that point onwards. Manchester United were able to build a second attack. We saw Joshua Zirkzee, who was one of these players we mentioned, who's essentially getting a new audition for the new manager because opportunities for him have been scant. He really made most of his chances there today because both of them were kind of offered up on a plate a little bit for him, but you still need somebody there to finish them off. What Everton would do to have somebody in that kind of position or being fed in those kind of positions.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, to be fair to Zirkzee, the only two times I really seen him play high up the pitch is when he actually scored his 2 goals. Apart from that, he was very, very deep in general play. He was coming right into midfield. There was moments where Casemiro was giving out to him to get out of me space, or you're making it too compact in here, there's too many bodies around me. And he was coming in trying to help more than anything else. But obviously you've got no one leading the line in them situations. But yeah, as like for the second goal anyway, like the Pickford plays a ball out past Branthwaite into the midfield, and the midfielder straight under pressure goes back to Branthwaite, and he dwells in possession. And to be fair, it's Amad Diallo again, who's been front-footed to bright spark for Manchester United. He gets in, a high press, wins the ball back early into Fernandes, and Fernandes, it looks to me like he's trying to put it back into Diallo's path, overhits it a little bit, but there's actually to tap it in for the 2-0. And obviously for his other goal again, it's the exact mirror image. It's Diallo again who presses Tarkowski this time, lays it up on a play for Zirkzee to tap it home. But yeah, I know he was auditioning. I don't know if that's what he'll want to see from his number 9. Yeah. Like long term, I don't know if Zirkzee's going to be his number 9.
Højlund there is probably operating in a far more advanced position throughout the whole game and having his back towards Tarkowski or Branthwaite or Jake O'Brien or whoever's operating back there. Like he's offering more of a threat one-on-one with the defenders, whereas Zirkzee was trying to, I guess, draw them out a little bit more.
Yeah, and listen, there's
maybe it's the horses for courses there.
100%. It could be the personnel you're up against. Like he could be telling Zirkzee drop deep so we can get the runners in behind. Fernandes got in a couple of times running in behind and caused problems like that. Rashford the same as well. So you wouldn't know what he's asked of his players there, but like from what we've kind of seen, small bits of his sporting team, his number 9's a number 9, and he's up and he's physical and he throws himself about, and that's not what Zirkzee does. Don't get me wrong, he had 2 opportunities today, he took them very well, he'd be very pleased with his performance. I just don't think long term that's exactly what he'll want from his number 9.
Have we seen like we touched on this as well in commentary, have we seen the ideal midfield partnership from United so far? Because we've seen 3 different combinations. We've seen Fernandes dropping deep, operating there during the week against Bodo Glimt. He was further forward. Ugarte came on as a sub. Mainu had his opportunity there this afternoon. It's difficult for players, I suppose, to find rhythm if they don't know from week to week who they're going to be playing alongside.
Yeah, definitely. But he's listen, it's trial and error all over the pitch at the minute with his sides. He's just adamant that he's married himself to this 3-4-3. I'm not budging from it. You just go out and I'm going to play in your positions and try hold on to it. He obviously hasn't been very happy anyway because he's made so many changes. There's only 3 or 4 lads that have actually played in every match for him, or started every match, I should say. But that middle of the pitch today was exposed at a number of times as well. Like Everton were just like one pass straight to the middle. It was going right in between Mainu and Casemiro, and they were getting the other side of him. Casemiro got booked, Mainu got booked. 2 lads there that were kind of getting the wrong side of were on the wrong side of the attacking players in their areas of the pitch, and they looked exposed at times, so I don't know if that's going to be the pairing either. Regarding Mainu, he's just come back from injury though. He'd be happy just to get minutes under his belt, and he done reasonably well. He definitely grew into the game. It's
a freshening United team because they have Luke Shaw coming back from injury today, Harry Maguire back from injury as well. Mainu, as we mentioned, getting his first minutes under Amorim. So he is getting to work with the bulk of the squad. It's not as if he's coming in and there's half a dozen players out injured. He's getting to work with what he has at his disposal between now and Christmas.
Yeah, well, definitely. He's had positive results ever since he's came in. And we know with Ten Hag's team, you got a positive result if you never budged this team. He was strict with his starting 11. It was really hard there was not much rotation within the squad. Even if they were going into European games, Amorim seems to be the complete opposite. He's going in and this is a trial for everyone. This is how I play. It's 3-4-3. Go in and fit yourselves in and try not to come out with the team. And to be fair, all of them today had a good go of it.
If you're Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you've operated as a striker before, obviously enough. If you're in search of goals as a club and you haven't scored in 3, and you're benched today, what are you thinking as a centre forward?
You wouldn't know what conversation Dyche has had with him to try to keep him on side there. It could have been one of them where, listen, I think you'd be better being an impact coming on as a striker because of your physical presence, and him and Beto would have 2 big physical strikers. Calvert-Lewin definitely has more finesse about him than Beto's kind of big chaotic monster up front who kind of hassles and worries and gets on the end of stuff he really shouldn't. But end product wise, it's very limited, But Calvert-Lewin's a bit more clinical, I suppose you could say, in front of goal. He's not overly clinical, but he's definitely a bit more clinical than Beto, and I'm sure he's just going to keep him on side. And he was unfortunate there at the end. It was if the goal had went in, it would have been a very Calvert-Lewin-like goal. A cross coming in from wide, diving header into the ground, does everything right. Yeah. Good save, Manana. It's hard to get the ball either side of him, But yeah, Dyche needs to keep him on side. They're starving for goals at the minute, and they need to get him hitting the back of the net.
They need more options in the final third, really. Going into the January transfer windows on the horizon, they have to be looking at that as an area that they have to really stock up on, because you can't see where the goals are going to come from at the moment for them.
No, it's really tough. Again, I thought it would have been set pieces today, but they're actually very weak on them. They didn't really offer. They didn't offer much from a set piece at all. So he's definitely going to have to go in, and whether it's an actual striker or whether it's just a creative player that's going to feed the strikers, they need to do something definitely to try and get more goals.
Are they in trouble as regards staying
No,
up?
I think it's typical Everton. I think it's it's going to look like they're in trouble, but they never will be. Right. And at the end of the season, they'll finish 16th or something like that. It's going to be one of them seasons.
There's going to be 2 or 3 people who are worse off than them.
I just think the ones that came up just aren't quite there yet. I think them 3 in particular are definitely have a good chance of staying down there.
Heartening to see Seamus Coleman back in the bench today. I know he didn't get on, but the signs are obviously enough that he's going to have an important part to play for them as they head towards Christmas. Particularly, he's now the young, spry version of Ashley Young, because you've got a 39-year-old and a 36-year-old at right back, so he's going to be needed over the course of a busy December.
Yeah, and it's his experience, and whatever about Ashley Young being a 39-year-old and his experience, his whole career hasn't been playing as a right back, whereas Seamus has been a right back since day one. He's got 20 odd years playing in that position now, and he uses his experience very, very well, and that's a big thing that Sean Dyche likes. He likes his experienced defenders there, so I'm sure he's desperate to get him back into that side, definitely.
United aren't far off a top 4 position now at the moment. Could they realistically get Champions League football this season under Amorim?
No, I think they'd be looking to get top 6, if I'm being honest with you.
Why is that?
I just think whatever about being able to pick up points like they have done today, whatever about the teams ahead of them, I still don't think they're better than Tottenham. I think Aston Villa look more livelier than them. Between United, Newcastle,
Chelsea have had a good run now as well.
Chelsea are doing great. There's loads. Then you've got the top 3 who are going to be the top 3. I just can't see it. I'd say if he finishes in the top 6, it's been a successful season for him.
All right, Eoin Doyle, thanks so much for joining us on the Kickback.
Thank you.